Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Today I am going to start the chapter Solving Simple Problems, which are based on quadratic equation. So I will be sharing my screen now and let us start together. So I will be solving exercise 6A today. And the exercise 6 is based on solving simple problems which are based on quadratic equation. Let us start now. Exercise 6A. So here what is the first question? The first question is the sum of two natural numbers is 5. Here it is given that sum of two natural number is 5 and the sum of the reciprocal is 5 by 6 and the sum of the reciprocals is 5 by 6. The numbers are the numbers. So can you help me to solve this problem? Here the question is given as the sum of two natural numbers is 5 and the sum of the reciprocal is 5 by 6. The numbers are. So let us first suppose let the numbers be x and y. So what is given here? Here it is given the sum of two natural numbers is 5 and the sum of the reciprocal is 5 by 6. The numbers are. So now I am supposing let the numbers be x and y. Therefore, x plus y is equal to 5. So according to question, we can write this one x plus y is equal to 5. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will definitely answer your doubts. Is it clear to you? So therefore, y is equal to 5 minus x. So here the first number is x and the second number is 5 minus x. As we have taken the numbers x and y, so the value of x is x and value of y is 5 minus x. So now here the question is given as the sum of the reciprocal is 5 by 6. Here it is given the sum of the reciprocal is 5 by 6. So therefore we can, according to question, we can write What you can write? 1 by x plus 1 by 5 minus x is equal to 5 by 6. Is it clear to you? If you have any problem, then you can ask me in the chat box. So now I will be solving this equation to find the value of x. So epsilon x 5 minus x 5 minus x plus x is equal to 5 by 6. So x cut. So 5 by x 5 minus x is equal to 5 by 6. 5 5 cut. Therefore x 5 minus x is equal to 6. So here we can write as x into 5 minus x is equal to 2 into 3. So can we write this one? X into 5 minus x is equal to 2 into 3. Therefore, x is equal to 2 and 5 minus x is equal to 3. Therefore, minus x is equal to, no, we cannot write this one. So I have to solve this quadratic equation to find the value of. So now, how can I solve this equation to find the value of? So 5x minus x squared is equal to 6. Therefore, minus x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Epsilon x squared minus plus 6 is equal to 0. So now we can write this as x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x minus 2 minus 3 x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 2 x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Therefore, the value of the numbers are, therefore, the numbers are 2 and 3. So we have found the value of x. Now we have to put the value of x in order to find the value of y. And now when we are putting the value of x to find the value of y, we are getting that when is equal to 2, then the value of y is 3. And when we are putting the value of x as 3, the value of y is 2. So now I will be moving to the next question. Now in the next question, the question is given as the product of two consecutive even whole number is 24. The product of two consecutive even whole number is 24. The numbers are the numbers. So here the question is given as the product of two consecutive even number is 24. Okay, now we have to say what are these two consecutive even number. So now we can write here, let the two consecutive even numbers be 2x and 2x plus 1. Is it okay? So how we have to take value of even numbers? What is even number? First we have to know what is a even number. Even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2. Is it clear? So what is a even number? Even number is a number which is divisible by 2. Now you can see I have supposed the two even numbers as 2x and 2x plus 1. So by seeing, can you tell me that if they are even numbers or not? That is 2x and 2x plus 1. Are they even numbers? Yes, they are definitely even numbers because these numbers are multiplied by 2 and these numbers are also divisible by 2. We can say that. So here the question is given as the product of two consecutive whole number. Even whole number is 24. The numbers are. So now the product of these two numbers will be equal to 24. We can say that, therefore now we can write ATQ according to question we have. According to question we can write 2x into 2x plus 1 is equal to 24 epsilon 4x x plus 1 is equal to 24. 4x square plus 4x is equal to 24. So now we will write 4x square plus 4x minus 24 is equal to 0. So now you can see that the whole equation is divided by 4. Here 4 is itself divided by 4. In the second term, here the 4 is itself is divided by 4 and minus 24 is also divisible by 4. Now we will divide the whole equation by 4. So now we will get x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, by dividing this whole equation by 4, we get x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Is it clear? So now epsilon x squared plus 6x, no, epsilon x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x x plus 3 minus 2 x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 3 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 2. Is it clear? Now we will find the numbers. We have to find the numbers. So how to find the numbers? Now the numbers will be, therefore the numbers are 2x is equal to 2 into 2 is equal to 4 and 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Therefore, here the numbers are 4 and 6. Because here we have taken the numbers as 2x and 2x plus 1. So, do you know what is a whole number? The numbers which start from 0 is known as whole number. Is it okay? Now I will move to the next question. Here the next question is given as, what is the next question given? Here the next question is given as the sum of the squares of two consecutive integers. The sum of the squares of two consecutive integers is 41. The integers are the integers are. So here is the sum of the squares of two consecutive integers. Here it is written two consecutive integers. So first we have to let what the integers are. So here let the integers be. So first let the integers be x and x plus 1. Is it clear to you? So what are the integers? Let the integers be x and x plus 1. Okay. So now here the question. So according to question we can write. So according to question we have x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 41. So here the question is given as the sum of the squares of two consecutive integers. So you can see that I have supposed the two integers as x and x plus 1, and now their squares, the sum of the squares of these two integers will be equal to 41. So according to question we can write this one, x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 41. Is it clear to you? So now I will be solving this equation to find the value of the integers. Okay. So now x square plus x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 41. So 2x square plus 2x is equal to 41 minus 1. So 2x square plus 2x is equal to 40. Now 2x square plus 2x minus 40 is equal to 0. Here you can see that this whole equation is divisible by 2. Is it clear? So if I divide this whole equation by 2, then we will get x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. So x square plus 5x minus 20 is equal to 0. So x plus minus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x plus 5 is equal to 0 and x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 4. So, therefore, what are the integers? The integers are minus 5 and 4. Is it clear? So, now I will move to the next question. So, here, what is the next question given? The next question is given as the sum of a number and its reciprocal is 5.2. The sum of a number and its reciprocal is 5.2. The numbers is the numbers is. Is it clear? So here the question is given as the sum of a number and its reciprocal is 5.2. The numbers are. So let the number be x and the reciprocal of the number be 1 by x. Is it clear? So here the here let the number be x and the reciprocal 1 by x. Is it clear to you? So now what we have to find, here the condition is given as x. So according to question we have x plus 1 by x is equal to 5.2. We can write this one, x plus 1 by x is equal to 5.2. So now we have to solve this equation. X plus 1 by x is equal to 52 by 10 epsilon. X squared plus 1 by x is equal to 10. So we can write here x squared plus 1 is equal to 52x by 10. Is it clear? Now 10x squared minus 52x plus 10 is equal to 0. So now we can see that 10x squared minus 50x minus 2x plus 10 is equal to 0. So now 10x x minus 5 minus 2 x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x minus 5 and 10x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 1 by 5. So the numbers are 5 or 1 by 5. So the number is 5 and the reciprocal of that number is. Now I will be moving to the next question. If you have any problem in this question, then you can ask me in the chat box. So now I will be moving the next question. The next question is given as number E. Two integers, two two integers differ by 2 and sum of their square is 52 and sum of their square is 52. The integers are the integers. Uh, is it okay? So here the questions are given as two integers differ by 2 and sum of their square is 52. The integers are. So here let the integers be x and y. So we will first take what are the integers. So let the integers be x and y. So here the first condition is given as two integers differ by 2, therefore x minus y is equal to. Okay, so now we will find the value of y from this equation, and the value of y is equal to x minus 2. Is it clear? Therefore, the integers are x and x minus 2. So now here the question is given as the sum of the squares two integers divided by 2 and the sum of their squares is 52. So therefore x squared plus x squared minus x minus 2 whole square, x minus 2 whole square is equal to 52. So I have written this condition from this statement. Sum of their squares is 52. So I have written this condition from this statement. Sum of their squares is 52. Is it clear to you? So why I have written this statement? Because here it is given that sum of their squares is 52. Okay. So now I will be solving this equation to find the value of the integers x and y. So now I will be solving this equation. X squared plus x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 52. Now, here 2x squared minus 4x minus 48 is equal to 0. Now, you can see that the whole equation is divisible by 2. So, now by dividing this whole equation by 2, we get x squared minus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, now we can write x squared minus 6x plus 4x minus 24 is equal to 0. So x minus 6 plus 4 x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x minus 6 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to 6 and x is equal to minus 4. So now here the question is given as the integers are. Therefore the integers are x and minus 4 and minus 4 and x. Is it clear? So therefore the integers are these two, 6 and minus 4. Okay. Now I will move to the question. Is this clear to you? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. Good morning, friends. I am welcoming you back to this live stream after a 15 minutes break. And now I will be going to share my screen and we will be going to solve the problems together. Is it okay? Okay, let me start now. So now, here the question is given as the sum. The sum of two natural number is 5. The sum of the sum of the numerator and denominator is 8. The sum of the numerator and the denominator denominator is 8 and their product is 15 and their product is 15, then the fraction is, then the fraction is. So what is the question given here? Here the question is given as the sum of the numerator and denominator is 8 and their product is 15. Then what is the fraction? So can you help me to solve this problem? Anyone who can help me to solve this problem? So now we have to let what the fraction is. So let the fraction be x by y. So now we are supposing the fraction. So what is the fraction? Let the fraction be x by y because here we have to find the fraction. What is the question given? The question here is given is to find the fraction. Okay. So now let the fraction be x and y and the condition of the question is given as the sum of the numerator and the denominator is 8. So what is numerator and denominator in a fraction? Numerator here is x and denominator here is y. So fraction has two parts. One is the upper part and another is the lower part. The upper part of the fraction is known as numerator and the lower part of the fraction is known as denominator. Denominator. So how can you remember it? You can remember it by d means down. So the lower part of a fraction is denominator. D means down. D means down. So if you can even remember what is denominator, then you can definitely remember the remaining part is numerator, and the upper part of the fraction is numerator. So according to the condition here, we can write x plus y is equal to 8, because in the first half of the question it is given as the sum of the numerator and the denominator is 8. So from here we can find the value of y. So y is equal to 8 minus x. Okay, and the second part of the question is given as their product, means the product of the numerator and the denominator is 15. So according to question we can write x into 8 minus x is equal to 15. Now, if we can find the value of x and y, then we can find the value of fraction. In order to find the fraction, first we have to find first we have to solve this equation to find the value of x. So now I will be solving this equation. 8x minus x squared is equal to 15. Now minus x squared plus 8x minus 15 is equal to 0. So x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to plus 15 plus 15 is equal to 0. So how to solve this equation? X squared minus 5x minus 3x plus 15 is equal to 0. X minus 5 minus 3 x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 5 x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 3. Therefore, now if we take the value of x as 5, then the value of y will be 3. And if we take the value of x as 3, the value of y will be 5. Therefore, here x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. So what will be the fraction? Therefore, the value of fraction is, therefore the value of fraction is x by y is equal to 5 by 3, or x by y is equal to 3 by 5. So the value of the fractions of this question will be 5 by 3 or 3 by 5. Now I will be moving to the next question. So the next question is given as the sum of the digit of two digit number is 9 and the product of the digit is 20. If the unit digit is greater than the tens digit, the number is. So here the question is given as number B. What is the question given? The sum of the digit. The sum of the digit of a two digit number is 9. Of a two digit number is 9, and the product of the digit is 20, and the product of the 20, if the unit digit is greater than the tens digit, is okay. So now I will explain you the question A. So what is the question here given? Can you see in the screen? So here the question is given as the sum of the numerator and denominator is 8 and their product is 15, then the fraction is okay. So here the question is given as the sum of the numerator and the denominator is 8 and their product is 15, then the fraction is. So here we have to let what the fraction will be. So here the fraction in this question will be x by y. So what is a fraction? So do you know what is a fraction? So how to write a fraction? So let the fraction here be x by y. And what is the numerator part of a fraction? The upper part of the fraction is always the numerator, and the lower part of the fraction is always the denominator. Is it okay? Yes. Then now here the question is given as the sum of the numerator and the denominator is 8. So I have written here x plus y is equal to 8. I can write it because here the condition of this question is given like this. The sum of the numerator and the denominator is 8. So I can write x plus y is equal to 8 as x is the numerator and y is the denominator. So now from here we will find the value of y to simplify the questions, because here we have to find, we have to means reduce the question into one variable. Okay, so from here after finding the value of y, we get y is equal to 8 minus x. Is it okay? And in the second part of this question, the condition is given as their product is 15. Okay. So now in the second part of this question, it is given that their product is 15. So from this we can conclude that the product of the numerator and the denominator is 15. So from here we can write x into 8 minus x is equal to 15. So now we have to solve this equation to find the value of x, and as the power of this question is 2, you can see when we are solving this question the power of the question is 2. So we will get two solutions of x. So after solving this question we are getting x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 3. So now from here when, so we know that the value of y is 8 minus x. So when we are putting the value of x as 5 in this equation, when we are putting, So when we are putting the value of x in this equation, we are getting the value of y as 3, and when we are putting the value of x as 3 in this equation, we are getting the value of y as 5. So now the fraction of this question will be, here we have to find the fraction of this given question. So the fraction is 5 by 3 or 3 by 5. Is it okay to you? From my side, there is no internet issue. I have seen from my side there is no internet issue. Is the question clear to you? Now I will be moving to the next question. Now, so in the next question, the question is given as the sum of the digit of two-digit number is 9. The sum of a digit of a two-digit number is 9, and the product is and the product of the digit and the product of the digit is 20. What is the product of this digit? The product of the digit is 20. If the unit digit is greater than the tens digit, if the unit digit is greater than the tens digit, the number is the number is. So what is the question given here? Here the question is given as the sum of the digit of two-digit number is 9 and the product of the digit is 20. If the unit digit is greater than the tens digit, the number is. So now here we can take let let the unit digit be x. Is it okay? Let the unit digit be x and tens digit be y, such that such that x is greater than y. Why we have such that x is greater than y? Because it is given in the question itself. Here in this question it is given that the if we have to see it. Why we have taken it like this? Here in this question it is given as the unit digit is greater than the tens digit. Is it okay to you? Here in this question, it is given that the unit digit is greater than the tens digit. So we have to search that x is greater than y, because x is the unit digit. X is the unit digit and y is the tens digit. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. So now we can write. So what will be the number? If the unit digit is x and tens digit is y, then the number of will be, what will be the number formed? The number formed will be 10y 10y plus x. This will be the number. In this number, the tens digit is y and unit digit is x. Now, now I will be moving to the next part of this question, and here the condition of this question is given as the sum of the digit of a two-digit number is 9. Therefore, we can write x plus y is equal to 9. Okay, from here we will find the value of y. Then the value of y will be 9 minus x. So if we find the value of y, then the value of y will be 9 minus x. Now, if the value of y is 9 minus x, therefore the number formed will be 10 9 minus x plus x. Is it clear to you? If the value of y is 9 minus x, then the number formed will be 10 9 minus x plus x. And another question, and another part of the question, the condition is given as the product of the digit is 20. So now I can write x into y is equal to 20. Therefore, x into 9 minus x is equal to 20. Therefore, now by solving this equation, we will find the value of x. 9x minus x square is equal to 20. So, from here, minus x square plus 9x minus 20 is equal to 0. X square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x minus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0. So now x minus 5 minus 4 x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 4. Therefore, now can you say what will be the value of x and what will be the value of y? So now here the question is given as the unit digit of the number is greater than the tens digit of that number. So therefore the value of x is 5, and when we are putting the value of x in this equation, when we are putting the value of x in this equation, then we will get the value of y as 4. Therefore, the number will be 54. Therefore, the number will be not 54, it will be 45, because the tens digit of this question is less than unit digit. Therefore, the number will be 45. Answer. Now, now I will be moving to the next question. Is it clear to you? If you have any question, then you can ask me in the chat box. Here the question is given as two whole numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 2. If the sum of their squares is 52, the numbers are. So here the question is given as two whole number two whole number are in the ratio are in the ratio 3 is to 2 if the sum of their squares, if the sum of their squares is 52, then the numbers are, then the numbers. So what is the question given? The question here is given as two whole numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 2. If the sum of their squares is 52, then the numbers are. So here let the numbers be 3x and 2x respectively. So here let the numbers be 3x and 2x respectively. Okay, so now we can write here the condition in this question is given as the sum of this of their squares is 52. The sum of their squares is 52. Therefore, here we can write 3 3x whole square plus 5 plus 2x whole square is equal to 52. So now we have to solve this equation in order to find the value of the numbers. And to find the value of numbers, we have to find the value of x. Okay. So here 9x square plus 4x square is equal to 52. So 13x square is equal to 52. Therefore, x square is equal to 52 by 13. Now, x square is equal to 52 by 13 is 4. Therefore, x is equal to root over 2, the, root over 4 plus minus root over 4. Therefore, x is equal to 2 comma minus 2. Is it okay? So, what is the value of x? The value of x is 2 and minus 2 respectively. Therefore the numbers are 3x and 2x, that is equal to 3 into 2 is equal to 6, and 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Okay, here it is given that the numbers are whole numbers, so we cannot take the negative value because whole number always start from 0 and it runs to infinity in the positive side. Now I will be moving to the next question. And the next question here is given as the two-digit number is 5 times the sum of its digit. A two-digit number. Here the next question is given as a two-digit number. A two-digit number. Digit number is 5 times the sum of its digit is 5 times the sum of its digit. The numbers is it okay? So here the question is given as a two-digit number is 5 times the sum of its digits. The number is. So what is the number? If a two-digit number is 5 times the sum of its digit, then what is the numbers? So here let the number be x and y. So here, so here the number be x and y respectively. So what will be the number? Let the numbers be x and y respectively. So what will be the numbers? Let the numbers be x and y respectively. Now we can write. So what we can write? Here we can write, therefore, if the numbers are x and y respectively, therefore the two digit number is, therefore the two digit number according to the question will be 10y plus x. So now we have to make a equation in order to solve the value of, in order to find the value of x and y. Now how we can solve? So how we can make the equation? Here the condition of this equation is given as a two digit number, means the two digit number is 5 times the sum of its digit. So the condition, so when we are making this equation for this question in order to solve the value of x and y, therefore according to question we can write, we can write 10y plus x is equal to this two digit number is 5 times the sum of its digit. Is it okay to you? If you have any doubt, then you can ask the doubt in the chat box. I will definitely answer you. So now we will solve this equation in order to find the value of y and x. 10y plus x is equal to 5y plus 5y, 5x plus 5y. Now x minus 5x is equal to 5y minus 10y. So minus 4x is equal to minus 5x, sorry, minus 4x is equal to minus 5y. So here we have got negative on both sides, so we can change it into positive signs, as we have got negative signs on both sides. So now we can change the sign into positive. Now x by y is equal to 5 by 4. Okay, so now here clearly we can see that the value of x is 5 and the value of y is 4. So the number will be, so the two digit number, not only number, the two digit number, the two digit number will be 45. So now you can see that here the two digit number is 45, and what is the sum of the two digits? The sum of the two digit is 9, and when we multiply the sum of this two digit 9 with 5, then what is the value? The value of the number which is coming is 45. So now we can, you can see that we have cross checked with the question, and the two digit number which is 45 is correct. Okay, so this will be the answer of this question. Now I will be moving to the next question. The next question is given as three positive numbers are in the ratio. Three positive numbers are in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2. 4 is to 3 is to 2. If the difference between the square of the largest and the smallest is 48, if the difference between the smallest between the squares between the squares of the largest and the smallest number is 48, of the largest and the smallest number is 48, then the numbers are then the numbers are. So here in this question it is given as three positive numbers are in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2. Three positive numbers are in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2. And according to question, it is given as if the difference between the squares of the largest and the smallest number is 48, then the numbers are. So we have to let the numbers. So let the numbers be 4x, 3x, and 2x. Is it clear? So according to question, it is given that the difference between the squares of the largest and the smallest. So here the largest number is 4x and the smallest number is 2x. The largest number is 4x and smallest number is 2x. So now here we can write what we can write. According to question, we can write 4x का whole square minus 2x whole square is equal to 48. Now we will just solve this equation to find the value of x. And when we can find the value of x, we can find the value of numbers, that is 4x, 3x, and 2x. So 16x square minus 4x square is equal to 48. So 16 minus 4 is 12x square is equal to 48. So now x square is equal to 48 by 12 is equal to 4. Therefore x is equal to plus minus 2. Therefore x is equal to plus 2 comma minus 2. So now here it is given that these three numbers are positive numbers. So we will just take the positive value of x, means we will just take the value plus 2 and we will ignore minus 2. Minus 2 ignored. It will not be taken because the value of x is positive and the three numbers which will come is also positive. So the numbers are The numbers are 4 into 2, 3 into 2, and 2 into 2, therefore 8, comma 6, comma 4. Answer. So what will be the numbers? The numbers will be 8, 6, and 4. Is this clear to you? Why we will not take the negative sign? Because why we will ignore the negative value of x? Because here the numbers will come. Here in this question it is given that the numbers are positive numbers. Now I will take 5 minutes break and we will get back to next bunch of questions. So now 5 minutes break. Hi friends, hello. Now I will be going to start with the next bunch of questions. So now I will be sharing my screen in front of you to solve next bunch of questions. So let me start. So here the next question is given as. So here the next question is given as A and B together can do a piece of work in 6 days, whereas A alone can do the same work in 9 days. Then B alone will do same work in. Now this question is based on time and work, but it is a simple quadratic equation word problem. So here we will learn how to make quadratic equation or any type of equation by just seeing the questions. Okay, now let me start. So here the question is given as exercise. It is the exercise number is 6C. So here the question is given as number 1. A and B together can do a piece of work in 6 days. Together can do a piece of work in 6 days. Okay. So now here it is given as whereas A alone can do the work in 9 days. Here whereas A alone can do the piece of work in 9 days. So then B alone can do same work in. B alone can do the same work in. So here we have to find the time taken, the time that will be taken by B if B alone can do the same piece of work. Is it clear to you? So now I will be starting to solve this question. So here the question is given as A alone can do the piece of work in 9 days. Okay. A alone can do the piece PIECE. Uh, A alone can do the work in 9 days. Is it clear to you? So A alone can do the piece of work in 9 days. So how much work can A alone do in one day? If A alone can do the whole work in 9 days, then how much work can A alone can do in one day? So now we have to find the amount of work A alone can do in one day. So how to find it? By unitary method. Okay. So how to find? So now we have to find here the A's alone work in one day. So A can do. So A can so A alone 1 day work is equal to 1 by 9. So if A alone can do the piece of work in 9 days, so A can alone work. So the amount of work A alone can do in 1 day is 1 by 9. So now let B alone can do the work in X days. So B alone 1 day work is equal to 1 by X. Now in this question it is given that A and B can do the piece of work in together. A and B can together do the piece of work in 6 days. So we can write here A plus B alone 1 day work is equal to 1 by 6. Since A and B can together do a piece of work in 6 days, can together do a piece of work in 6 days. So A plus B means A plus B can do 1 by 6th work in 1 day. Therefore, according to question, we can write. Therefore, according to question, we have what we have 1 by 9 plus 1 by x is equal to 1 by 6. We will just solve this problem to find the value of x. And what is x? X is the number of days we alone can do to finish a particular piece of work. So here x plus 9 by 9x is equal to 1 by 6. So 6x plus 54 is equal to 9x. Now 54 is equal to 6x. Therefore, x is equal to 9. So now what is 9? So what is 9? No, one x is not 9. Sorry, I have solved the equation incorrectly. 54 is equal to 3x. Therefore, x is equal to 18, 18 days. Therefore, B alone takes 18 days in order to finish a particular amount of work. Is it clear to you? So, B alone takes 15 days, 18 days, not 15 days, sorry, 18 days in order to finish a particular piece of work answer. So now I will jump to the next question. And the next question is given as, here the next question is given as, A can do a piece of work in 5 days. So the next question is given as, A can do a piece of work in 5 days. Now, and B can do the same work in, and B can do the same work in x plus 5 days. The total number of days taken by A and B working together is, the total number of days taken by A and B working together, taken by A and B working together is 3 by 1 by 3 days. Therefore, the value of x is. Therefore, the value of x is. So here the question is given as A can do a piece of work in 5 days. It is very much clear that A can do a piece of work in 5 days and B can do the same work in x plus 5 days. So from this question we can conclude that A can do a piece of work in 5 days and B can do a piece of work in x plus 5 days. So means B is taking 5 days more to complete a particular piece of work. And here the total number of days taken by A and B working together is 3 1 by 3 days. The value of x is. Okay. So now we have to find the value of x. So here, as A is taking 5 days to complete a piece of work, a complete piece of work, so A can, so how much amount of work can A do in 1 day? Can you answer me this question? How much work can A do in 1 day? So A's 1 day work equals 1 by 5. So how much work can A do in 1 day? A can do 1 by 5 part of the total work. So now how much work can B do in 1 day? So B's 1 day work is equal to 1 by x plus 5 because B can do the same amount of work in x plus 5 days. So B's 1 day work will be 1 by x plus 5, and here it is given that the total number of days taken by A and B working together is 3 1 by 3 days. Therefore, A plus B 1 day work is equal to 1 by 3 days. Okay, now I will be helping you to form the equation, and when we will solve that equation we can find the value of x. Just by solving this equation we can find the value of x. So now what will be the equation? The equation will be, therefore ATQ we can write according to question, we can write according to question we have, what we have, 1 by 5 plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 3 1 by 3 epsilon 1 by 5 plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 10 by 3. Okay, so now 1 by 5 plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 3 by 10. So here we will write 5 x plus 5, ऊपर में x plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 3 by 10. Now here we can cut 5 by 10, the number will come 2. So x plus 10 by x plus 5 is equal to 3 by 2. So 2x plus 20 is equal to 3x plus 15. Therefore, 2x minus 3x is equal to 15 minus 20. Therefore, minus x is equal to minus 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5. So here we have to just find the value of x according to the question. Here in this question it is given that we have to find the value of x, and the value of x is 5. And this is not the time taken by B to complete this work. The, the total time taken by B to complete this work is 10 days. Why it is 10 days? Because in the question it is given that we can do the same work in x plus 5 days. So in order to find the total time taken by B to complete the same work, we have to add the value of x with 5 more days. And if we are adding the value of x with 5 more days, then we are getting the answer as 10. So therefore, total time taken by B to complete this work is x plus 5 days, that is 5 plus 5 days is equal to 10 days. Is it clear to you? Now I will jump to the next question. And the next question is given as, what is the next question given? The next question is given as an article. An article is bought for rupees X, for rupees X, and is sold at the profit of X%, and is sold at a profit of X%. If its selling price is rupees 56, if its selling price is rupees 56, then the cost price is. Then the cost price of the article is. So, what is the question given? Here, the question is given as an article is bought for rupees X and is sold at a profit of X percent. If its selling price is rupees 56, then the cost price of the article is. Is it okay? So now can you help me to solve this question? Here the question is given in front of you. Now here we have to let the cost price as X. So let the cost price of the article be rupees X. Okay. Here in the first line of this question, it is given as an article is bought for rupees X. So, what is the meaning of the word bought? Bought means we have purchased that article, and when we are purchasing any article, then the price which we are paying to the shopkeeper is the cost price of that article. So now we have to let the cost price of the article as rupees X. So now we have to find a relation between selling price, cost price, and the profit percentage. Okay. So now how we have to solve this question? In order to solve this question, we have to find a relation between cost price, selling price, and the profit percentage. So, can you help me to find a relation between selling price, cost price, and the profit percentage? So, now we can write as profit percentage is equal to profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100%. So can we write this one? Profit percentage is equal to profit by cost price into 100%. Now we will just put the value in this equation. Is it clear to you? So now in order to find the value of the cost price of the article, we have to just put the values in the respective position. So in this question, what is the profit percentage? The profit percentage in this question is given as X percent. Okay, see here it is given as X percent is equal to, what is the profit? Profit is SP minus CP by CP into 100%. So now X percent is equal to SP. What is the SP given? In this question, the value of SP is given, and the value of SP is 56. Here, the selling price of this article is given as rupees 56, as you can see here. What is the selling price of this article? The selling price of the article is 56 minus what is the value of CP? The value of cost price is X. We are just putting the values in the respective position, and we are doing nothing else. 100%. So now, as you can see, the percentage side on both sides of this equation, you can see the percentage side on both sides of this given equation. So you can cancel the percentage sign. Is it clear? As we can see the percentage sign on both sides of this equation, so we can just cancel the percentage sign. So the equation of this question will be x is equal to 56 minus x by x into 100. Okay. So now we will just solve this equation in order to find the value of x, and the value of x is the cost price of that given equation. So now we will just solve this equation to find the value of x. X square is equal to 56 minus x into 100, that is x square minus equal to 56 100 minus 100 x. Is it clear? So x square plus 100 x minus 5600 is equal to 0. Now we will just solve this equation. So x square plus 140 x minus 40x minus 5600 is equal to 0. So x plus 140 minus 40 x plus 140. Therefore, x plus 140 and x minus 40 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 140 and x is equal to 40. So now we will just ignore the negative value. We will just ignore the negative value because cost price of an article can never be negative. Means, what does the negative value implies? The negative value implies that when we are going to a shop, and if the seller tells us any negative value of a particular item, means negative price of any particular item, then he must be paying to us. Instead, we are paying to that shopkeeper. So now we will just ignore the negative value, and we will just concentrate on the positive value. Therefore, here the cost price of the article is rupees 40. Okay. So therefore, the cost price of the article is rupees 40. So what is the cost price of this article? The cost price of the article is rupees 40, and we have to ignore the negative value because cost price of the article can never be negative. So now I will be jumping to the next question. If you have any problem, then you can just ask your problem in the chat box. I will definitely answer you. So now the question is given as, I will move to the next question, and the question is given as, by a pipe in 2 hours, whereas another pipe empties the full tank in 3 hours. Whereas the another another pipe can empty empty the full tank in 3 hours. So now the question is given as, if the tank is empty and both the pipes are opened together. Now the question is given as, if the tank is empty and both the pipes are opened together, the tank will be filled in. The tank will be filled in. So, what is the question given here? The question here is given as, a empty tank is filled by a pipe in 2 hours. An empty tank is filled by a tank in 2 hours. Whereas the another pipe can empty, means it can empty the full tank in 3 hours. Okay. So the question is given as, if the tank is empty Now, in the initial position, the tank is empty and we are just opening both the pipes together. Now, now if we just open the pipes together, then the tank will be filled in. Is it clear to you? So, in this type of questions, we have to see that what we have to see first, the time, the time, the time taken by the pipe to fill a empty tank should always be lower than the another pipe which can emptify the full tank. Why? Because what I mean to say here, the the pipe which is taking to fill the tank, the time taken to fill a tank should always be lower than the pipe which is taking to empty the full tank, or else the tank will be never be filled. If the reverse occurs, that is, if the time taken by the pipe to fill the tank is greater than the time taken by the pipe to empty the full tank, the tank will be never be filled. Is it okay? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will definitely answer your doubt. Okay, now we are just opening both the pipes and we have to find the time taken to for the tank to be filled. Okay, so now I will be starting. Now I will just start to solve this question. So now here we can see that A can, so here in this question we can see that A pipe can fill the tank. Pipe A can fill the tank in 2 hours. In the first line of this question, it is given A can fill the tank in 2 hours. So, how much A, pipe A, can fill the tank in 1 hour? How much part of the tank can be filled by pipe A in 1 hour? Is it clear to you? So, pipe A can fill half part of tank in 1 hour. So if A can fill the tank in 2 hours, pipe A can fill the tank in 2 hours. So pipe A can fill 1/2 part of the tank in 1 hour. Okay. So now here it is given that pipe pipe B can empty the tank in 3 hours. So how much can pipe B can empty the tank in 1 hour. So pipe B can empty the tank can empty 1/3 part of tank in 1 hour. If the pipe B can empty the tank in 3 hours, then how much tank can be emptied in 1 hour? So pipe B can empty 1/3 part of tank in 1 hour. So here we should remember one thing. When we are filling the tank, then it is always a positive value. When we are filling something, then the value is always positive because we are adding some value to it. When we are filling, I am telling this repeatedly, when we are trying to fill anything, then we are trying to add value into it. So the value which will be taken to fill anything, that value should always be positive. Is it clear to you? So pipe A can fill half part of the tank in 1 hour. So pipe A is adding some value, that is, it is adding some water to the tank. So the value which the pipe A will take with itself is a positive value. So this part will be positive. So pipe A can fill plus 1/2 part of the tank in 1 hour. Now I will be telling you another concept. Now the another concept stands as, when here pipe B is used to empty the tank, means pipe B is being used to decrease the value of the tank. Okay, now when we are decreasing the value of something, that part should always be negative. So you have to remember it. When we are decreasing the value of something, we are we have to denote that value as negative. And when we are increasing, or when we are increasing someone's value, then we are putting positive value into it. And when we are decreasing something, then we have to put negative value into it. Okay, so pipe B is used to empty the tank. So now we will put a negative sign. Why we will put the negative sign? So pipe B can empty minus 1/3 part of tank in 1 hour, because pipe B is being used to decrease the value. Okay. So now we will go to the calculation part. So in the calculation part, here it is given to find out when the pipes, in the calculation part, here the tank is empty and the both pipes are opened together, that is, both pipe are open simultaneously, and we have to find the time taken by the tank to be filled with both pipes when they are opened together. So now both pipe, both pipe together can fill the tank in 1 hour is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 is equal to 6. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 by 6. So when we are opening both tanks, then the time taken by both pipes to fill the tank is 6 hours. Therefore, total time taken by the tank is 6 hours to fill. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will definitely answer you. Okay? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will answer your questions and doubts. Is there any doubt in this question? Now I will move. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will definitely answer your questions. Now I will take 5 minutes break, and after 5 minutes break, I will solve the next bunch of questions for you in this live stream. So now I am going to take 5 minutes break. Good afternoon, friends. Now I will be solving next bunch of questions for you, which are based on quadratic equation. That is, we have to solve problems which are based on quadratic equation. So let me start. Now I will be sharing my screen in front of you, and let us start to solve these questions. And if you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I will definitely help you to solve your doubts. Is it okay? So now let me start to solve the next bunch of questions. So here the question is given as exercise 6D. Here the question is given as 2 years ago the age of Radha and Meena were in the ratio of 5 is to 2. If the sum of their present age is 39, their ages 2 years ago were. So here the question is given as 2 years ago. Two years ago, the ages of Radha and Meena, the ages of Radha and Meena were in the ratio were in the ratio 5 is to 2. So if the sum of their present ages is 39, if the sum of their present ages is 39, then their ages 2 years ago were. Then their ages 2 years ago were. So here the question is given as 2 years ago the ages of Radha and Meena were in the ratio of 5 is to 2. If the sum of their present ages is 39, then their ages 2 years ago were. Is it clear? So let Radha's age 2 years ago be. So now I am jumping to the solution of this question. So solution. Okay. So let Radha's age 2 years ago is equal to 5x. As in the question, it is given that 2 years ago the ages of Radha and Meena were in the ratio of 5 is to 2. So let Radha's age 2 years ago is equal to 5x, and Mina's age 2 years ago is equal to 2x. So now in this question it is given that if the sum of their present age is 39. So now how we can find the present age of Radha and Meena? Here the ages, here the ratio of their ages are given 2 years ago. Now to find the present age of these two girls, that is Radha and Meena, we have to just add 2 with their previous age. Now to find the present age, we have to just add 2. Okay, so present age, so the present ages are, therefore the present ages of Radha and Meena is 5x plus 2 years and 2x plus 2 years. Is it okay? So to find the present age, we have to just add 2 with the ages 2 years ago of the two individuals, that is Radha and Meena. Therefore, according to question, we have to form an equation, and according to question, the equation which will be formed as, now I will write the equation which will be formed according to question. So therefore, a TQ, that is according to question, we have, here it is given that the sum of their present ages is 39. Therefore 5x plus 2 plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 39. Now we will just solve and find the value of x. So how we can find the value of x? By just solving this given equation, that is 5x plus 2x is equal to 7x plus 2 plus 2 is 4 is equal to 39. That is 7x is equal to 39 minus 4, that is 7x is equal to 35, therefore x is equal to 5. So here the value of x is 5. So now what, in the question it is given that we have to find their ages 2 years ago, and what is the ratio of their ages 2 years ago? That is 5 is to 2, and we have let the Radha's age 2 years ago as 5x and 2x. Therefore the ages of Radha and Meena 2 year ago is 5 into 5 and 2 into 5. That is 25 years and 10 years respectively. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. I am ready to answer you doubts respectively. Any doubt? no doubt. So now I can jump to the next question. So here the next question is given as. So what is the next question given? The next question is given as 1 ka B. The perimeter of a rectangular field is 28 meter. The perimeter of a rectangular field is 28 meter and its area is 40 meters square and its area is 40 meter square. So its sides are. So what is the question given? Here the question is given as the perimeter of a rectangular field is 28 meter and its area is 40 meters square. What is the value of the sides? So let the sides of the rectangular field be x and y respectively. So now I will be drawing a rectangle for your easy understanding. This is a rectangle and x and y. Okay. So do you know what is the perimeter of a rectangle? In order to find the perimeter of a rectangle, we have to know the formula of the perimeter of a rectangle. So, if you do not know the perimeter of a rectangle, then you can find the perimeter of the rectangle from the figure itself, which I have drawn in the screen. Okay, so how to find the perimeter of a rectangle? So I will put x here and I will put y here. We have to just add all values. Therefore, perimeter is equal to x plus y plus x plus y is equal to 2x plus 2y, and unit form this will be meter, because in this question it is given as meter is equal to, we will take 2 common and after that we will write x plus y. Okay, so the value of perimeter in this question is given as 28. So therefore 2x 2x plus y is equal to 28. Is it clear to you? So as the perimeter of a rectangle is given as 28, therefore the value of 2 bracket x plus y is 28. Now see, it is a very easy question. And what is the area of a rectangle? The value of area of a rectangle is x is length into breadth. Here length is y and breadth is x. Therefore the area of a rectangle is xy. Area of a rectangle is equal to xy unit square is equal to xy meter square. Here, the area of the rectangle is given as 40 meter square. Therefore, here the area is given as 40 meter square. Therefore, we can write x y is equal to 40. Is it clear? Now we will find the value of y in order to simplify this question. Okay, now the value of y is, from this equation we can find the value of y as y is equal to 40 by x. Now here we have converted this question into single variable by just calculating the value of y. So we will put the value of y in equation 1 and we will solve to find the value of x. We will just solve the equation 1 to find the value of x, and we have to find the value of y in equation 1 to find the value of x. Therefore, 2x plus 40 by x is equal to 28. Okay, therefore x plus 40 by x is equal to 28 by 2, that is it will be 14. So now here we will write x square plus 40 is equal to 14x. So x squared minus 14x plus 40 is equal to 0. So x squared minus 10x minus 4x plus 40 is equal to 0. So x minus 10 minus 4 x minus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 10 x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 10 and x is equal to 4. So here in order to find the value of y, we have to put the value of x. So here when we find the value of x in this equation, so now when we put the value of x as 10 in this equation, we will get the value of y is equal to 4, and if we put the value of x as 4 in this equation, we will get the value of y as 10. Is it clear? जब हम लोग 10 पुट करेंगे ये इक्वेशन में, तो हम लोग को y का वैल्यू कितना मिलेगा? 4 मिलेगा, और जब हम लोग x का वैल्यू 4 पुट करेंगे तो y का वैल्यू हमको कितना मिलेगा? 10 मिलेगा. हो गया. तो हम लोग का अभी यहाँ पर क्या निकलने के लिए बोला है? हम लोग का अभी यहाँ पे साइड निकलने के लिए बोला है. Therefore, the side of this rectangle is 10 and 4. Therefore, the sides are the sides of the rectangle is 10 meter and 4 meter. ठीक है, वैसे ही आपको ये वाला क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. So is this question clear to you? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the chat box. So now I will be signing off from this live stream. Thank you so much for giving me a patient hearing, and please like and subscribe my channel. And if you need more such live session, then you can definitely suggest me the name of the chapter in the chat box. I will definitely conduct a live session like this in that particular chapter. So thank you. So let me now sign off from this live stream. So thank you so much.